Streaming.
I'll send you a link out.
Okay, bet. Appreciate you. Hey guys, welcome to the DK podcast. Your one-stop shop for all things DizzyCast and podcast. I'm here today with my friends. No, my fault. She loves underscore Ray Zero. How are you doing today? I fuck you too. Kai ZVA, how you doing today?
I'm doing alright.
That's good, man. How you doing today, Madaka Kurkami?
This is the best day of my life. I'm killing myself tomorrow.
You're not allowed to. Aloe vera sauce, how you doing today?
I'm pretty good. I'm eating mac and cheese.
That should be good.
So what is this? Buffalo chicken mac and cheese. Yeah.
Yeah. She loves Ray. Now can you answer my question? How are you?
Penis no dick.
Alright, I'm gonna beat your ass later. Today we talking about licensed video games and things of that nature. Y'all know what licensed video games is. It's a video game that is based on already established intellectual property, such as like if a game was made after a comic book, a movie, a fucking burger franchise, any of that. Those are licensed video games because the somebody gave somebody a license to make that shit. Such as one of the most popular ones that happened recently, Marvel Spider-Man 2. That is technically a licensed game. But I want to talk about a lot about the older ones because a lot of the older ones were as the kids would say nowadays, dick on the ground garbage. What? What's the problem?
As the kids would say, as if you're not in Gen Z yourself.
I am old. Leave me alone. But there's a lot of games from like the GameCube era and the Wii era especially that were not great. Like Cars, the video game. I never played it.
I ain't gonna say it's not great. You didn't play it,
right? But there's this one game that I've told y'all about this, the Ed and Eddie game I had when I was a kid. That's a licensed game, and I forgot I couldn't get past the fucking first thing because I didn't know how video games worked at the time. That was a licensed game. But also I want to talk about recent ones too, because I just remembered that I played the most recent Ben 10 game, and that shit was absolutely horrendous. Like that shit looked like a PS2 game. It was not great. Like PS2 in a bad way, derogatory. Because it just did not look good and didn't play good. It just was not good. I want to hear y'all opinions though. What do y'all think about licensed games? I like some of them.
Yeah. They cute. They kind of squirt a little.
I need you to stop doing that one. I need you to stop saying that specific phrase and words.
Alright, it creams a little.
Alright, shut the fuck up.
But cream it. Okay.
You can be quiet now. But I'll also classify anime games as licensed games since animes are licensed properties and they're good half of the time. Like only half of the time. They look good, but they might not be good. Know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I played a good amount of anime games in my time. Some of them good, some of them not. Some of them just look good. They have good ideas, but really they just arena fighter again and again and again
and again
and again and again. And I need you to shut the fuck up real quick because I'm not done talking. but like recently you ain't been seeing licensed games like that no more, mostly because they not like video games are getting harder and harder to make, and it's getting harder and harder to make good ones. As like a lot of people did not fuck with the Avengers game. I liked it a little bit. I not enough to buy it because they had like a free little beta thing for it before it dropped. It was the open beta. That's what it was. And I did not like it enough to pay $60 for it. But it was okay. It was cute, I guess. But as a licensed
Yeah.
game, but it's understandable because as a licensed property, of course, it's gonna bring in some customers because oh shit, I love the Avengers movies. This shit ain't like that. Damn. Know what I mean?
Hmm.
Mm-hmm. I want to hear y'all opinions about licensed game. Why am I the only nigga talking?
Well, I told you I don't know too much about
You
this.
play.
So.
You love the Proud Family video game for Game Boy Advance. You know about licensed games.
I mean, but there's not really much on the topic if I'm being honest, because what I'm gonna say, you've already pretty much went over most of it.
I want you to
Because
talk
I
about your
mean,
experience with the licensed game. That game licensed. I want you to talk to me about it.
Oh, I know.
I mean, let her come and go.
Go ahead.
So this is actually fairly recent. The Titans video game is
Yeah.
a game that I grew up playing, and it's actually really good. And I think it's one of the more polished video games to exist for license like properties.
You not lying.
And uh, I recommend it to anyone. Like,
I remember we played that.
When it comes to licensed games, I would say, okay, I got one. So I remember the Proud Family game. I played a lot as a kid. Then I guess a lot of licensed games. Um, my experience with them, honestly, I don't really have like the best, I guess, judgment of if a game is that good or bad until I got older. So as a kid, a lot of those games were actually pretty cool to me, and I played a lot of games on the Game Boy. I do remember. So a licensed product is something that came from media. So
Mm-hmm.
that's kind of hard actually, because a lot of the MMOs I play, like I'm more of like an MMO and like like where I get a game where you play as a class and stuff. And a lot of those don't really come from license. But
Star Wars.
the Star Wars one, I play. Oh my god, y'all! When I was a kid, I played that. I don't remember when it was, but like they had like free membership or whatever at the time, like free membership benefits or something. And that game was fun. Yeah. Now that I'm thinking about it, yeah, that game was pretty good. And they had this was back. What was that one bitch? I don't know her name, but like I used to actually be into Star Wars as a kid. It was pretty cool. And then let me think about who else. There was some Disney games actually,
Mm-hmm.
because I think I guess Toontown is technically a licensed game because
Technically, yeah.
it had like Mickey Mouse and like Daisy and like the other like licensed characters.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I played that as well as a kid, and that was fun too. Um, I was more of a computer gamer like as a kid. Like I was always playing like some old computer game.
Fusion Fall from Cartoon Network. That counts.
Yeah, I played that. That was pretty fun, bro. I remember back when fucking what's the company called? Adobe or whatever,
Yeah.
or you know like the web browser games.
Yeah, the Flash games.
Back
Yeah.
Flash games back when like they actually were so like good, like not them ghetto ass cool math fucking ratchet ass what games. I'm talking about like the good ones, like the Level Up game on Cartoon Network websites, TKO, like the games where they actually like 3D Dora Adventure or 3D Backyardigans Racing. Bitch, I used to
Mm-hmm.
play all them Flash games, and those were technically licensed. So yeah.
That's true. Like, I loved a lot of the web browser games. The web browser games did hit a lot sometimes. Sometimes. But I will say, one of the most popular ones I've seen, like, of the licensed games are the like the Telltale games. Those are pretty popular licensed games because it feels like you're like controlling the way the story is going. Because you are sometimes. Like The Walking Dead. Everybody know about the Walking Dead game. That one is a clear as day good ass licensed game. Also the VR one. That one's also really good too. I love that one. But I'll also say damn, I'm running out of words. Kaizen, you talk about licensed game. Help my mind go faster.
I there was that one game. What was it called? The uh Ben 10 Protector of the Earth. That was kind of cool. Yeah.
Now think about it. Yeah, a
Yeah.
lot of the older Ben 10 games were hitting, but only because they were
Yo,
hitting for the
wait.
time.
I got no. Fuck that. The reason why I don't care. Let me say this. Nah, y'all remember the DS one where you were going on an adventure, and I don't know if there was multiple DS ones, but I remember this specific one, and I'll have to Google it later. But like, it was like a platformer, it was like a Mario type of Ben 10 game,
Yeah.
and bitch, I fucking love that game. I don't care what nobody say. I don't care. I love bad games. Like, period. Bitch, no shade. Like, bitch, back in my DS era, bitch, I loved horrible games. Like games that like they were just straight cheeks. I fucking loved them. I don't know. They were cheap. You could get them from this back when GameStop actually had good deals on cheap games. So like you could literally like walk in there with like $10 and walk out with like 2 games.
You said 10
Like
bucks?
Bucks.
$10.
Fool.
Holy shit! Ooh. Yeah. Let's walk in there with $10. Yeah, you fucking breadwinners fan talking about booty cheeks all the damn time, weirdo.
Well, I don't even know
And
what that
nobody
band
talk
is.
about no damn. Ain't nobody.
Games. The Powerpuff Girls are fucking what is Game Boy Advance games were actually really bad, but there's like a strange charm about them.
That's true.
Right.
A lot
They
of the
were so
older ones are
fun. Like
heat or heat. The DS ones, the
the one,
portable ones, those were heat.
like they were horrible, but like as a kid, bitch, I would have took anything.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I didn't give a fuck.
That's
That
why
shit's for fun to me.
a lot of licensed games are made for kids in mind. Especially since
I
like
mean, no shade. Like if I had to play some of them games right now, I might. Bitch, I just might. And it's
mm-hmm.
not even just based off nostalgia. It's just that a lot of these new games be getting on my damn nerves. Like, and no, we're not even gonna talk about. Nah, we're gonna talk about licensed game. We're gonna talk about the OG bitch,
Tell
the
me.
hardest fucking game. To me, it was the most hardest game ever. It was that Avatar Game Boy game, the Game Boy Advance Avatar game.
Mm.
Bitch, I don't know what they put in that game. I could never even get like barely halfway through it because I don't fucking bro. It was like it required some insane timing. The puzzles were low key. I'm like, what kind of kid is playing this? This is difficult as shit.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm probably still couldn't beat to this day. Like a lot of like the N64 Mario Party, that was hard as shit. Bro,
Yeah, I
like
played
yeah,
that.
now
That
that
was
I'm
really
thinking about
hard, bro.
it, all Nintendo games are really fucking difficult.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yup.
some of them are actually Dragon.
He ain't never played no old
I'm saying,
Nintendo shit.
I'm agreeing. I'm agreeing.
Uh-huh.
I like
Anyway.
a lot of the portable ones that they had back in the day. Like a lot of them, like Kingdom Hearts technically counts as a licensed game for all the Disney properties in it. And like yeah, a lot of, when they were back in the day, the older ones were real hitting. The newer licensed games are only good if it's like a series that has been like constantly getting video games. Dragon Ball constantly getting video games, Star Wars constantly getting video games, Marvel constantly getting video games.
That's actually where things start to get opinionated because all the older Marvel licensed movie games are actually really bad, with the exception of X-Men Origins Wolverine.
That one was heat.
That was amazing. Like prime example to always give your game devs time to work on the game.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna lie, I couldn't get into none of them. Like, bitch, I'm like low key, like, and this is gonna be really like controversial to, like as an opinion, but when it came to like superhero shit, I was really not feeling it as a kid. Like, I did not care. Like, I hated Power Rangers as a kid, and I low key like I don't hate it now because I don't have a reason to hate it, but I just don't give a fuck about it. Like, I couldn't tell you the name of any character in there besides the colors.
Understandable.
Like, bro, because Power Rangers looked so ghetto to me as a kid. Like, just it literally looked like a Tyler Perry. Bro, it looked like a Tyler Perry play. It looked like a Tyler Perry play.
Sometimes I'm not gonna lie.
seeing how it was put together, like that's kind of valid.
That just
The
reminded me.
costumes,
All they did was
Like-
like dub over footage.
That reminded
Yeah.
me. One of the biggest things that heightened licensed games back in the day, plug and play systems, my nigga.
Oh my god!
Bitch,
Yeah. I had the
bitch.
Power Rangers one.
Me too. I had the Power Ranger
Oh my God.
SPD. I remember I had the Power Ranger SPD plug and play, and that shit was my favorite goddamn thing.
SPD?
Space Patrol Delta, nigga. I remember that shit was
You
so fucking fun because
said
like
sex transmitted disease. Wow.
you are dyslexic in the ear, nigga. But
What?
but you that shit was hating to me because I remember booting that shit up right after school, and that fucking theme song would play while I was playing the game. That shit was so hard to me.
No.
I
Did
fucking
y'all have the?
go ahead,
Oh, no, you got it.
go ahead.
I was gonna say, did y'all have the Pac-Man one?
Yeah.
Or the SpongeBob one?
Yeah, actually, everybody had those.
Bro, the SpongeBob games, those were pop. Okay, y'all, tell me if I'm wrong, because I like bad stuff, so I'd be saying some bad stuff is good. But the SpongeBob license games were actually very fun.
They actually were. Everybody and their mama talk about how good Battle for Bikini Bottom is for a reason.
Bro, I had some annoying ass ones on my DS
Battle
was
for
like my
some
best bad bitch. Like
Mhm.
I literally had so many memories of playing licensed games on the DS.
Now I'm thinking about it. I
I
can't get.
miss that shit, bro.
I had like 2 Pac-Man plug and plays. Them shits was hitting. I don't know if plug and plays counts as licensed games.
No,
It kind
did
of
y'all-
do.
Did y'all used to have the little ghetto TVs that had multiple yellow, white, and red ports? So you
Uh-huh.
had to like see which one actually worked.
Uh-huh. You had the ones in the front and the
I hate
ones in
when
the
they did
back.
that. No, sometimes in the back it
Yeah.
would have like 6 of them. And I'm
Mhm.
like, what the fuck? And then some of them didn't even work. I'm like, bro. Or no, did y'all? No, the worst thing about a plug and play is when you unplugged it and it broke in there.
Yeah.
I don't know if that ever happened to y'all, but it was very common for me, and I wasn't even rough with it.
I don't think it ever happened to me, but I think like my step parent at the time, that nigga like broke it when he was taking it out.
Yeah, like them things broke easily.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, for me at least. But or no, that just reminds me. Do you remember old cable? Like how you would have to like twist in like the little cord,
That's the ghettoest one. Yeah, the satellite.
bro. Well, no, not the well, no, I'm talking about like the old like cable corded stuff that you would like.
Yeah,
plug
that's
in,
the.
like, if you
I
had,
think
like,
it's called like the satellite cord.
Oh, I didn't know that. Bitch, I just called it cable. But yeah, it was literally like you would like twist it in there and you would have to screw it in like with your
Mhm.
finger.
I think
I
they still
hated
have
those
those.
because it was a flimsy ass like the little stick in the middle of it that would give it the signal
It was so
was
flimsy.
so flimsy. Like if you accidentally put it in there wrong, it would bend, and then you would have to unbend it and hope that the signal still works.
Mm-hmm.
We was living low quality life back then, Loki. Like I'm not even gonna lie, like we was really it was pretty bad back then.
Now
but
everybody use HDMI and never look back.
that reminds me though, since we're talking about old stuff like like licensed games and plugins. If I remember a lot of licensed games being played on that fatback monitor that would have the like really big like the blue cable that would connect it to the computer.
Yeah.
And it was that fat ass thing, and then you had to screw it in on both ends. Yeah, no.
I remember recently one of my favorite old games. I don't even know if it counts as like a licensed property because I never actually looked up and see if like they had comics or books or something first before they had the games. But the Mr. Men and Little Miss series, I don't know if y'all know about that. But I remember I had like some old ass computer game discs from that. And that shit was like my favorite shit of all time. They're like point and click adventures for little kids. It was so fun. And then a few years later, I seen that they came out with a TV show. Nigga, I was crying happy that day. The show was okay. It was just okay. I had fun with it. It was okay. And
We're playing a licensed game right now, technically.
we're playing Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. It is a licensed game. It's definitely licensed. It's based off of the Dragon. Fuck you say? Why you making noise at me and then not like follow up on it? Fuck.
Man, who did that? What the fuck?
I'll beat your ass. Your shit lit up when you did it.
Yeah.
Everybody,
Exactly. Who did that?
you. Nobody else's shit was lit
Yeah,
up.
Nobody else in here is called you, bro. What are you talking about?
She loves _ Ray Zero, bitch.
My name Dermiquius.
I'm gonna kill you.
You're right.
Exactly.
Mm-mm-mm.
But like if we talk about licensed games, Dragon Ball been killing it low key. Like the niggas that be developing Dragon Ball
Which
games.
we gotta talk about this. No, we gotta talk about this about anime room. Why is it that every anime game besides like One Piece and Dragon Ball, they get battle arena fighter games?
That's what
Like-
everybody was mad about recently too, because the Jujutsu Kaisen game just recently got announced and it's coming out February, and everybody is like mad about it because my nigga, every anime game that came out recently that for an anime that hasn't had a game yet has been an arena fighter. One Punch Man, fucking Demon Slayer, everything. My Hero Academia has 2 of them.
Like you're telling
Wow.
me we can't get a single MMO, even a gacha game. I don't even take.
They got gacha games for some of them. Got gacha games, or not even gacha games, but they got.
I know One Piece has a gacha game.
Yeah,
I know that.
but not even gacha games. They got like fucking what's it called? They got like collaborations with like real gacha games.
But I'm sick of the battle arenas, bro. I'm sick of them. I'm sick of the fighting games for anime. Like, yes, it's cool, but like some of them have like it's every single anime. Like they can't do no story games like the Dragon Ball. They can't do no like
The only one I've seen
no
recently that's done something different is Spy X Family, because they're making a game where it's a slice of life game where you play as the little girl and go through her little fucking school life.
Wow.
I don't know how, like, it might be cute. It looks cute. I don't think it'll be like fun, but it looks
I was
cute.
supposed to watch that like last year.
This is like something that you would give for your little kid.
Yeah, and
I was supposed to watch that like last year and I still did not. I don't know why.
I like Spy X
Like, I
Family. It's
remember-
fun. It's cute. It's fun. It's
yeah,
cool.
I heard it was good.
Yeah, I like it a lot. I feel like you would like it, but like, yeah,
Bro.
all anime games are arena fighters, and it makes sense for us. Like, if you think about it, because a lot of licensed games have to be easy as fuck, because
But I'm,
like the fans of like the initial property, and then fans of video games might have like a low crossover in that Venn diagram. Know what I mean? So niggas that are like fans of the actual series might not be actually good at games like that. So they make the games dumb easy. And the dumbest and easiest kind of game to make is an arena fighter. Like, especially for an anime. Like, if you like an anime where they have like a battle, like they be fighting and they have like a power system and shit. Yeah, all they're gonna really do, arena fighter. They're not much they really can do. What, they gonna do a platformer? The fuck they gonna do with a platformer? Then they gonna make a fucking RPG. They don't like taking turns. They don't like reading that much
In
neither.
terms of like licensed arena fighters for anime, I feel like J-Star has created a blueprint that no game has been able to live up to.
Yeah. J-Stars was really good. J-Stars was fun. And then they like made like that again and again and again, but worse. Because Jump Force wasn't as good as J-Stars, and it was a 3D arena fighter. Fucking they kept the Naruto Storm games are okay, and they keep making them even though Naruto is over. They keep making Naruto Storm games. They just announced one like last year that's coming out like soon.
Everyone hated it.
Yeah,
They
because
hate seeing it, I guess.
yeah, because all it is every single character from the past old Storm games plus 2 new niggas, and that's it. For PlayStation 5.
Wah, wah, wah.
Fucking Demon
Yeah,
Slayer.
mhm.
Demon Slayer looked cool because it looked just like the anime. But like that's all it really had going for it. It's just an arena fighter again.
The Naruto Storm games will never touch the Kasha Ninja games, ever. I don't care what anyone says.
Understandable. I played those. That they do hit better than the Storm games.
Mm-hmm.
Like I would like a lot more anime games to be like, if they were gonna be a fighting game, I'd like them to be more like Dragon Ball Fighters. But the thing about that though is Dragon Ball Fighters had a team of like developers that actually like work on fighting games. Like real fighting games. So they know how to balance and do shit like actually right. You ain't gonna get that with a lot of anime
Well,
games.
I would say like that new My Hero game is
Ultra
fun.
Rumble.
It's fun, but they definitely need to just incorporate a regular aim, like a regular like auto target system, because the force, like the way the aiming works, it's too bad, bro. It's actually too bad. Like,
But I do like that it's a free battle royale and it's something real different than the regular old battle arena game. So I like that. It's just I wish it was better.
Yeah, there's a lot of issues with like damage and like lock on. There's a lot we could talk about, but that's not the topic of today's DizzyCast.
Mm-hmm. But it's a good step in the right direction. Like for a licensed game, that's pretty good. Like it's not really an original idea because there's 84 battle royales right there out right now, and it's coming out like after niggas are starting to get tired of battle royales. But hey, it's not a bad idea.
Okay, on the topic of Ultra Rumble, hey, Bandai Namco, if you're watching, please take my reference for Kimi. Please.
Mm-hmm. Plug your Twitter. Plug your Twitter.
No, let's not do that because a lot of weird people follow me, and I don't want.
Understandable. But yeah, a lot of anime licensed games could be much better. Like you ain't never gonna see a Hogwarts Legacy for an anime game except for Dragon Ball. You ain't never gonna
I
see.
feel like Black Clover would be a great game for like a Hogwarts Legacy type game.
The funniest part is, though, they dropped a fucking a Black Clover game like a few years ago. I played the demo of it. They try to do something original that you don't usually see in anime games. That's all I can give to it. It was not good. It was complete dog shit. It was like a ghetto ass Overwatch they were trying to do. It was not good at all. Like it was just complete and total dog shit. I was sad about it. I don't even like Black Clover and I was sad about it. Like yeah, they could like the only one that's ever gonna get respect like that is One Piece and Dragon Ball, because One Piece they be actually have like original stories made specifically for their games. Fucking Dragon Ball, they had like the Dragon Ball Z Kakarot where you could play through the entire anime of Dragon Ball Z at, like in game form. Like that was the entire anime. Like you didn't even need to watch the show. You just play that game and you got it.
uh-huh.
No other anime was gonna get done like that. And I think that's kind of sad, but makes sense. Because yeah, not many people are going not like the overlap of anime fans and game fans ain't that big as people think. Some people play the anime games, not even be like interested in the anime and just to try it, and they're like, oh, this is kind of ass. Some people that are like anime fans try the game, not really being game fans. They're like, oh, the fuck is a square? Like, it's hard for some people. That's why a lot of kid games are like mad. Like a lot of licensed games are kid games. They're mad easy.
Yeah.
Like you'll rarely see a licensed game get like higher than a T for teen. The only time you'll see a licensed game get higher T for teen is like Friday the 13th. Friday the 13th is the only one I could think of as a licensed game that has like an M for mature rating.
I don't know. I gotta check the Star Wars game rating. Because I think that game actually does have a mature rating.
The Star Wars game? I thought that was
Yeah,
T for T.
X-Men Origins Wolverine.
Oh yeah,
That's
that was
fine.
them for mature. I forgot about that because that
You
had
can,
gore.
dismember people.
Yeah, that shit had gore. I forgot about that. But yeah, most of them are like just T for teen or lower.
Speaking of X-Men Origins Wolverine, there's actually 2 versions of that game for like old gen and new gen, like PlayStation 2 and PlayStation 3.
Yeah. I like, but like, yeah, like modern day, what I mean, like in this console generation or the last one, most licensed games are just E or 10. E or 10, E or teen. Damn.
E or
Ghetto.
10.
Leave me alone. Even like even a series that would like you would think would have like a lot of gore or something gets like nullified heavy, mostly because like they want to like have a broader like range of people to buy it. Like the JoJo games. The JoJo games censored like all of the blood. They censored all of the
I will
blood.
say,
Go ahead.
this isn't a licensed game, but I know there are games out there that like the older they get, they'll start changing stuff and changing their ratings because they'll realize, I mean, like it's more of like for niche old games, right? Like for example, Wizard 101, right? Like a lot kids still play it, but it's more adults on that game than kids, and so because of that, they're starting to be a tad bit lenient on the like they're starting to age up the game pretty much. They're gonna start putting like people actually die in that game. Like there's legitimate like real life scenario, not real life scenarios of course, but like you get to see like people dying, or for say you can people get like sicknesses, like they don't say it's cancer, but some characters like legit have like uncurable illnesses in that game. And so like they do stuff that like normal kid games wouldn't do when they first come out.
That's true. I will say, like, also, like, Fortnite does that too, but in the reverse. Because they used to have, like, a lot more M for mature type shit, and then they realized, damn, our entire player base is kids. And then they just made that shit E for everyone, basically.
Not gonna lie, like, how do we feel about ratings though? Like,
I feel like the rating
games, because
system is kind of ass a little bit sometimes.
because I'm
I
not
feel
gonna.
like it's necessary.
It's necessary. However, like I was raised, and I was, of course, my mom followed the rating system. I wasn't allowed to watch certain stuff. Like I literally like wasn't even allowed to watch Ed, Ed and Eddie until I was like 12. Like literally, like I mean, of course, I did it anyway on my own, but you know, like there was just certain stuff where it was like, hey, you know, I couldn't do certain stuff. But bitch, I went to public school. I didn't have to watch anything inappropriate to learn. The fuck, public
But
school will take all that shit away.
in terms of like video games, I feel like it's more than necessary because
It is definitely necessary.
like especially back in the day, like 2000s, late 90s, I feel like since the horizon of what was being made was like still kind of new, people can quite comprehend like, oh wow, this looks hyper realistic in a way that's like kind of tickling your brain in what you might not understand. And I feel like I'm not like pro censorship or anything, but I feel like kind of like keeping your kids away from things they shouldn't see, like especially at like really early ages, like kind of helps because like it, especially back in the day, it wouldn't be hard for your child to be disturbed by something they saw on like a game. Like I don't think they'd recreate it like that was like old issue, but they'd definitely be disturbed, and I don't think we need that.
That's true. I think like
About to die.
I think the rating for games is a lot more necessary than for some movies and stuff like that. Because
Speaking of ratings for games, how about me dying in Xenoverse? Because what the fuck?
I healed you, you be alright. But like I'd say like some ratings don't make sense sometimes. Like I don't understand what the point of EC is as a rating, early childhood, when you could just put that as E for everyone. And actually, I think about there's barely any games that's rated that because there's not much reason to have that. Like you could have a Door to Explore game, and it probably won't be rated EC. It'll be rated E for everyone because anybody can play it. It's like whatever.
Yeah.
I was gonna.
What you saying?
You know,
Oh, okay. I feel like that reading being unnecessary, it's like kind of like the catalyst for the conversation of the adult only reading for video games.
That's true.
I'm like, it's like, unnecessary sibling. The adult only reading is by far like kind of the most like necessary. I feel like anything between M and A, like the line is kind of blurred between all of those ratings. But adult only, like I feel like keeping stuff like that out of the market without certain censorship is kind of necessary because who knows what they'll see. Like
True.
example, that one Rockstar game, Manhunt, like that was rated adult only before it was censored.
Mm-hmm. I think like adult only games. I think like like if they like had like more of like an accessibility to them because there's like no way to get an adult only game nowadays. Like because PlayStation, Nintendo, Xbox, none of them like sites allow adult only games on them. Uh, like no game store is gonna allow an adult only game in them except Steam. Steam is the only one that allows adult only games. And I think like that low key makes adult only like a worthless title, but I can understand it at the same time. Cause like it's like adult only game at a certain point, it just means porn or hyper violence. And like hyper violence that are like beyond Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, like violence that'll make you question what am I playing?
Yeah, like hatred. That was rated adult only for a good reason.
Yeah, that's such a morbid game.
Mm-hmm. Like, and the only real notable thing about that, I was gonna say, the only thing notable about certain AO games is the fact that they are adult only. Like, the game could be just mediocre as fuck, and then, yep, adult only. Now it's notable. Go ahead, say what you're saying.
No, you got.
I was in the middle of talking while you was trying to talk over me. I'm saying go ahead now. Kaiser, you over there chewing on your mic. What's up, man?
I'm sure just
I didn't know what the fuck you just said. Oh, you was laughing.
I said I'm not.
Aloe, say what you was gonna say. Alright then. But I'd say like for licensed game.
But anyways, so what I was gonna say was,
nigga.
I was being petty. Yep, bitch. Anyways, like I was saying though, I was gonna say like the ratings, like the difference between 13 and up, and then 17 and up, and then 17 and up pretty much just being mature is like there's so much like blurred lines. And the reason why I brought up public school was because like I literally when I was in school, PSPs and like PS Vitas, like portable PlayStation was a thing. So all of those gory ass like games that like I was not allowed to play or see, bitch, I literally like I think like I learned about like Call of Duty shit from school or like or what's it called? GTA. Like there was just so many games that I know like are very like, of course, your parent can only do so much. Like your parent can only protect you from seeing so many things because majority of everybody, even majority of people who listen to this podcast, are literally in public school or went to public school. So it's like, like it's kind of like the rating system matters, but it only matters as I feel like it's carried by the fact that if parents care to follow it, because then you have some parents who are just like, oh well, my son can watch this stuff or do this stuff, and then your kid goes to school and tells everybody about it, and then basically just exposes them to stuff that they're not supposed to really know about, or like there's stuff they couldn't handle. So like, oh, like somebody would bring like a movie player to school that was ran off of batteries, right? And I don't know if y'all have ever seen this happen before, but like, you got them badass kids at school who be flexing like, oh, my mama let me watch this, my mama let me do this kind of stuff. And so like they would bring like a DVD player to school with batteries, and they would be like watching some like inappropriate like high high rated movie that they're not supposed to be looking at. And obviously like I've like stuff like that is like something that like it's avoidable at home, but like once you get into like public spaces as a kid, it's hard to differentiate like, ooh, maybe this isn't good. Like some kids would be like, oh, kids be curious, so it's more of a community effort to keep the rating system that like matters, because at least as a kid it is. For adults, or like if you're like in your teenage years even, you might you have the consciousness to say no and say this isn't right.
Yeah.
But as little kids, little kids they're gonna be curious, and they're gonna see like somebody. If I go to the park and show a kid Call of Duty, they'll be like, "Oh, that's cool," and knowing their mama not supposed to let them look at that.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, the line between that is very blurred, especially because like in the like PlayStation 2 era, a lot of like the things on the box that would say what makes it T for teen, you could easily put that bitch in fucking M for mature. It says crude humor, fucking violence, language, fucking niggas are fucking having sex in there and shit. I'm like, whoa. Teen?
And then the 13, when it's something that's 13 and up, all they say is like ass or damn. Like they use an inch of a cuss word.
Sometimes they say shit. Bro, rarely. Maybe there's a little bit of blood.
My thing is this. It'll be like a high school movie too. Like the movie would be like taking place in high school. I'm like, so wait, are these freshmen? Because 13 and up is like, that's like a fucking freshman, bitch. Like when I think of like if you want to do a high school movie, at least do it like 17 and up, so like we can actually, you can see what high schoolers actually be doing. Because a 13 and up movie, Billy and Tommy are not just saying ass and damn and then doing their homework after. No, like they're getting let's be honest, they're getting wasted. They're having unprotected sex. Like it's just shit that happens in high school. Like
that's Superbad the movie. Y'all remember Superbad? I like Superbad.
Yeah, like stuff like, but and it's as funny as it is. That's more realistic than fucking High School Musical or something. Like,
I like licensed games sometimes, but yeah, the licensed games are like the ones that are gonna get like the most like notice by the ratings niggas, because they're gonna look at everything that like has to do with that property to make sure that, hey, in that one part of that fucking show, there was raw titties in it. You gonna have raw titties in your game, nigga? You better not have raw titties in your game, nigga. You gonna get AO rating real fucking fast. Test me.
Nigga, in the South Park games, you can literally see some niggas.
Oh yeah, they were swinging nut sacks. I remember that. I can't believe that was.
Yeah, you can literally see sex in that game.
I'm actually confused. Like that was. You actually know I can understand why that was M for mature over AO, because like the paper mache ass way they look.
No, fuck that. Cause some of that, some of that shit in the game, like paper mache my fucking ass, bitch. That shit look realistic. Like some of them shit. Some of y'all white. Let me stop. Some of you white tea girlies, when y'all get older and y'all age like raisins, y'all be having South Park titties. Let's not even let's not even sit here and act like y'all don't. That shit's pretty realistic. No, don't fucking lie. And say same with the ball sex.
Because there's literally a part where you have to fight a nigga while seeing your parents fuck, and you see a whole bunch of titties. You gotta dodge your dad's balls. Like,
no. That shit is that shit should have had an AO rating.
They articulated the wrinkles and the ball hairs.
Yeah, I was about to say that's
Oh yeah, did you have to fight?
that's close enough.
Did you have to fight an anal probe in that too? You had to fight an anal probe.
Yes.
Hell,
And you literally saw somebody fuck a horse, bro.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah,
remember
and I
that.
remember that,
Also
bro. It
have
was
fighting
weird.
games that use anal beads as weapons.
You could use anal beads as a weapon. I remember that. But Saints Row lets you use a dildo as a weapon too, and that only got influential. So I don't know if sex toys really like matters for it.
I'm just honestly, if I'm being honest, once you're 17, like you can handle watching pretty much like I mean no, okay, I'm just speaking from my experience and the people I knew, the people I grew up with, and like just literally my generation. Unless you have a mental disorder or some like, or you have like some like actual, purging anxiety or just something that would really fuck you up. When you're 17, you can handle all that shit. Like you're not
Yeah.
none of that shit should be shocking to you. Like let's be so fucking for real. I've seen 17-year-olds literally like the way they fight in high school, they can handle them games. Them bitches can handle them fucking games. Hell no, because
Also,
the fucking Power Ranger warrior ass fighting.
I'm not gonna lie. Some M for mature games I played them. I'm like, this shit could have been teen. Like I'm not gonna lie. I like Skyrim. That could have been T for teen game. They barely cuss in that game, and the blood and gore is barely there. There's blood, but there's not that much gore. So that could have been a T for teen game. I think. Like especially considering some of the other like T for teen games I've seen.
Yeah.
Actually, now think about it. Sometimes if a game cusses and only like once or twice, it won't even get a T for teen rating. It'd get an E for everyone 10 and up.
Yeah, there are some kids games like that where they do be cussing.
Cause I remember I had when I was like younger, I had a Wii game. It was a Naruto game. It was like Dragon Blade Chronicles or something, or some shit like that. And it said "damn" and "hell" a few times. I was like, "Whoa!" And it was rated E10 because of that.
I think that's Naruto game.
Yeah, it was. It was Naruto Dragon Blade Chronicles.
I have that.
That's so you telling me a 10-year-old can handle those cuss words? And mind you, oh no, what's that? No, the ghettoist rating system. No, we're not even scratching the surface. It's the TV ones. The TV ones be worse than the video games ones because they'll just put PG and be like, well, as long as you have a parent guardian, shit, you can basically just watch it.
Yeah, the one that was.
But it's like, nigga, no, some of that shit, like, some of those ratings are just
They're ass.
completely wrong. Like,
I remember I was
it'll
watching a
either be
show.
too much or it'll be not enough.
I remember I was watching a show and like every episode was like TV 14 until like this one episode it was TV MA because a character said bitch. A character said bitch, so they had to go up a rating for that one episode.
Like that's really making a difference.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all say the word bitch, but mind you, you just said there was an E for like a fucking kids game you were playing that was cussing in it, and it wasn't even.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see, rating they don't know what they're doing.
No, they're not gonna cut it off once they see mature. If anything, they're gonna be excited and be like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna do it. I can handle that." Then
Yeah.
they see somebody get decapitated, and it's like, "Oh my god, bro, please."
Oh no! What kills me about the rating system is that parents will care about the rating system, but then they'll be cussing like sailors.
Yeah.
Or they'll let you be around they'll let you be around family members, and they won't tell your family to not cuss around you.
They're gonna be
They'll
like,
let your family cuss around you. They'll let everybody be ratchet around you, and it's like you. So I can't watch Ed, Edd n Eddy, but my uncles and cousins and all them, they could swear like Mr. Krabs in that dolphin episode.
cut that fucking game off. Did they just say damn?
Yeah,
that's so much cussing,
that's too much
bitch.
cussing. Oh well, you must be twins with the game because you cuss like them too, bitch. The fuck, like you twinning with the game.
You said bitch, the fuck?
Too much fucking cussing.
No, let's be so for real. I did not learn how to cuss on my damn own. Like let's be so for real. They be teachers and parents and all them be like, oh my god, like kids cussing is so bad. This generation is so fucked up. But it's like we learned it from y'all. Y'all cuss. Y'all taught us how to cuss.
About yes. Like Bro, I don't know. I was literally built different because my parents would literally let me watch South Park and Family Guy and them, except for like certain South Park episodes. But like, yeah, they would let me watch that shit, bro. I was chilling.
South Park is not kid friendly.
I
It
know,
really
but
is
they would let
not.
me
Like,
like
I mean, but if
except
we're
for
being
shit
honest
like
though,
for
like
example, like the
Cartoon
Corn
Network,
Country
old
episode, like they
Cartoon
wouldn't,
Network was no better.
That's true.
Old Cartoon Network, like,
Mhm.
do y'all remember that one commercial when y'all know the old nigga from Courage the Cowardly Dog, the old man?
Eustace.
He called. You said there was a commercial where he called a character from a different show special needs,
I,
like and like he derogatorily,
I
like
think
he
he said
said,
that too.
he was like, oh yeah, this one's a little different.
I remember in Ben 10, the actual show, they said the M word, you know, for little people.
Uh-huh.
Like fucking Gwen just called Ben, like, shut up, M word.
Or when they
Like
or y'all remember in y'all remember in the old Total Drama when you saw Heather's boobs, or they was flipping off the TV, or
Mm-hmm.
when
oh
they were
no, but listen,
when Heather called
no, see this.
Lashana a ghetto bitch.
Fucking Adventure Time, they said, watch out, you're gonna get grinded on.
Yo,
Yeah, like let's be so for real. We know, like that's not even an adult joke at that point. That's just inappropriate as fuck. Like don't
Mm-hmm.
even.
Y'all hear they gonna make
That's not
another?
even an adult joke because we understand it.
Y'all hear they gonna make another South Park game? I'm hyped for that. That's a license, like, that's a licensed game
bro,
I'm excited for.
oh, it's like that one Plants vs Zombie game, but like you gotta shoot the nigga. I hope it's like that, bro.
You
Like,
want
that would be so cool.
you want South Park Plants vs Zombies?
Yes, bro. I want it just like that, bro. I want modern that game. I want it
Oh,
just like that, bro.
Nigga, do you mean Plant Warfare?
Plant Warfare, that. Yeah, I
Oh,
want it
nigga,
like
I
that.
thought you was talking about like the OG, like actual Plants vs Zombies.
Hell no, I'm talking about the fucking Plant Warfare shit, bro. I want
You
that.
talking about like the fucking plant shooting game? I hate you.
Garden Warfare. Mm-hmm.
bro, I'm not gonna lie. Plants vs Zombies was so good as a kid.
It
Like I
was.
really like that
The
game.
music still hits to this day.
I
There's
saw the
a
creator on
zombie on your
I saw her. I
lawn.
found her Spotify account.
Me too.
I gotta play that one.
I found the creator's Spotify account. She ate. No, we're gonna get copyrighted, nigga. What is going on YouTube?
Oh, you
And
right.
you don't
Oh,
gotta
right.
play nothing,
I'm not.
nigga.
Yeah, do not play.
You so right, bro. So I was singing Young Fly on the track.
Hate
Young
you.
Fly on the track.
Young Fly on the track.
Oh, that must be
What's wrong with Young Fly
that
on the
new
track?
ish.
I know what he's talking
Young
about.
Fly on the track.
I know what he's talking about. Hate him for that. Would you? No, I would not call. Not think about it. I would. I was about to say, would you count Garden Warfare as a licensed game? But then I thought Plants
No.
vs Zombies is its own game series already. But the thing is, it almost felt like a licensed game in my head because it was such a different kind of game. Like if I feel like if you get like somebody else to make a game for your game series, it might count as a licensed game. Like
No.
I feel like
I mean, it could, but that's just a do you consider the other FNAF games licensed games?
no. But I will. I don't know because I was thinking about Grand Blue Fantasy was like a gotcha game on smartphone, and then they made a fighting game for it, and they got the niggas that made Dragon Ball Fighters to make that fighting game, and I was thinking that might count as a licensed game. That might because they licensed a different like studio to make the game, so maybe. But then, what one Pokemon Mystery Dungeon count as a licensed game too? Or Pokemon Tournament, and I would not count those as licensed games.
Actually, fun part is those are considered main games on the Nintendo website. Those
Yeah.
are canon.
I mean,
Those are actually considered like main series.
I might count Pokemon Tournament as a licensed game because it's made by the niggas that made Tekken.
Oh yeah, no, that's not even canon. Like that's literally just that's just a regular chill ass game, man.
Yeah.
Bro, you remember you got annoyed with me because I was good at that one character, the Fire Witch bitch.
Uh-huh.
It's not Delphox, it's her second evolution.
Brazen.
Bro,
Braxton.
Fucking game, bro.
Bro, no, let me tell y'all, bro. Dre got annoyed with me, right? Because I never played that game before.
Kept on spamming that shit, and I'm not good at that game.
I learned some really annoying combos and was whooping ass with that character.
The characters I like, I'm not good at, and I hate that. Cause I want to be real good with Krogunk. I'm not good with Krogunk. I love Krogunk though.
Okay, okay. Tell me if I'm weird for this, right? As a kid, I thought Krogunk was black. I
You're
don't know
not weird.
why.
He is black.
I
We
thought
claim him.
Krogunk and Scrafty.
We claim
Krogunk
them.
and Scrafty.
We claim them.
I really did think they were black like Darwin. Like I was like, oh, this Darwin people.
We claim them. So yeah, you're not weird for that. We claim them.
Yeah, we
How about
claim
that
them. But I
Negro?
hate. What?
What do you say?
I don't even want to acknowledge it. Just no.
I bet. But yeah, we claim Scrafty and Krogunk.
Bro, when I tell you, like, Scrafty was so underrated in the game.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like, I really like him, though. I really like Scrafty.
Scrafty was fun.
And to me, Conkelda reminds me of like an old man for some reason. Cause like he's just walking with cane.
He is an old ass man. He got a whole ass beard and everything.
Yeah.
But we come up here near the end of the podcast. She loves _Ray0. Any final words?
Guys, if I'm being honest,
Young guy.
All right,
What?
nigga.
Did
Kaizen
he say he's
V.
using his rose toy? Did he?
He said it said young fly on the beat. I almost kicked her from the group chat.
Oh, I
Kaizen
thought he said he
VA.
was using his rose toy.
Kaizen VA. Any final words?
Licensed games are good, man.
Yeah, man. They are good sometimes, man. Medaka Kurkami. Any final words?
To burst your bubble, just because it's licensed doesn't mean that it's good. Remember, studios, actually develop your games instead of giving us half-done shit. Thank you.
fuck our
That's
system
true.
works.
That's true. Sometimes they can come out like complete dog shit. Aloe vera sauce. Any final words?
If somebody gets the license from the rose toy company and makes a game,
Oh, Lord.
is that a licensed game?
Yes.
Oh my god, I'm using my rose toy.
My final
Those are my
words.
final words for that.
My final words is I forgot to mention it because we ran out of time, but the Burger King games count as licensed games.
Ghetto, fucking ghetto.
It's ghetto, but they were on Xbox, my nigga. They were on Xbox. You could go to a Burger King.
Racing was so fun.
They were kind of good. You could just go to a Burger King and just say, "Hey, yo, let me get the Xbox game," and they'd be like, "I got you."
Oh my gosh.
They can play that for.
Copyright.
Okay, nigga. All right, where he at? Where he at? I'm just remove you, bitch. Remove you. But yeah, the Burger King games are good. And they're
ghetto as fuck.
yeah. I love y'all. Hope your mama,
Give 'em a
auntie,
damn nose.
uncle, granddaddy, grandmama. I hope all them good. I want y'all to talk to your nearest friend and tell them to get on Duolingo because you know they haven't been doing it. You know they haven't. They need to. I love y'all. Bye bye.